What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to give you a walkthrough of my drum kit. It's what I've been using for the past couple of years. If you're familiar with my channel, you've seen this kit before. I've used it in drum videos, music videos. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name's Mike. I play drums, and this is my drum kit, so I'm going to give you a walkthrough of it. Alright, so here it is. This is my drum set, SJC Custom Drums. I've had this kit for, I want to say, 5 or 6 years. I love it. I wouldn't change anything about it. This company is huge. If you don't know who SJC Custom Drums is, they're based out of Massachusetts. They make great sounding kits. I'm surprised if you wouldn't know a single artist that doesn't have SJC drums. So yeah, let's get a closer look at it. I designed this kit from the top bottom. It is an emerald green stain with an aged white pearl inlay, and it's got these 2 gold stripes. Not really sure where I came up with this color scheme, but it's pretty cool, and it reminds me a lot of Zelda, so my fiance named it appropriately. His name is Link. So yeah, so this is a 24 by 16 kick drum, 12 by 9 rack tom, and then a 16 by 16 floor tom. And the snare is a little different. We'll get to that in a second. So on the other side of the kit, I'll show you my heads and my sticks and some of the hardware that I'm using. I've always been an Evans guy. I don't care what anybody says. I think Evans are the best sounding heads. I have a lot of friends who play Remo and Aquarius and other kind of heads. Evans, I've been an Evans guy all day. My whole entire drum career, I've always played Evans. It's never changed. I bought a set of Remo heads once for a tour that I was on, and I hated it. The whole tour I thought my kit sounded like garbage. So immediately I switched back to Evans, and the thing I like about Evans is on this kit I use different heads than on my studio kit, which will probably be another video later on, but I think everything about their line sounds awesome. So just a little Evans. I'm not endorsed by Evans by any means. This isn't a plug for Evans. I just really believe in their products. So yeah, on this kit I'm using the Evans G14 model. Let me see if I can focus in on this. Nope, doesn't want to focus. Okay, well anyway, so I know a lot of people use the Evans EC2s, and I absolutely love those heads. The thing I found out though with this kit and with these style hoops, this is basically an EC2 head, but it's just single ply. So on this kit, this sounds better, you get better attack. And another thing I found out, which I'm not too excited about, this is probably the only downside of this kit, is that with these hoops, they detune very easily, and there's not many tuning options that you can do with it. You actually have to tune them pretty low, because otherwise they sound way too pingy, or at least that's just my kit. Maybe they're different on other kits with these kinds of hoops, but that's how it's been with mine. So now let's move on to some cymbals. I've been playing Meinl cymbals for a few years, actually a lot of years, even before my last band that most people would know me from, I guess, if you've known me at all. My last band was a band called The Gift of Ghosts. Before that, I was just in a normal local high school band, like any other normal 14-year-old kid. And even then, I've used these cymbals. I have nothing against any other cymbal company. Like, I love Zildjian. Pacey makes some really good stuff as well. But I've just always used it, and they've always been really reliable. I don't think I've ever cracked a single one of these crashes or rides that I've ever had. The bottom of my hi-hat is cracked. That's only because I kicked it off a drum riser at some point. It's on the bottom side. I'm not going to even flip it over to show you. Besides the Chinas crack all the time, especially when you're in a heavy-hitting metal band like I used to be in. So yeah, I absolutely love these cymbals. So right now what I'm using is a 21 medium crash as my regular crash. My right-hand side is a 20-inch medium crash, and that one's a 19. What I've been doing lately, I haven't been playing metal that much recently. The band that I'm filling in for is a pop-punk band. So just something that I just need something that cuts through the guitars, really fast stuff, something with quick attack, quick sustain. So that's what I've been using for that. Underneath, it's all DW. Can't really get a good glimpse of it, but it's all DW hardware. Besides my hi-hat, that's an Iron Cobra. I've had that for who knows how long I've had that. And then, of course, can't go anywhere without a pair of DW9000s. Those things are monsters. I've had that for well before I had this kit. and literally has seen so much crap, and it never broke on me. That thing's a workhorse. I would never get rid of it. So yeah, so right here is a combination of my click rig and the other band that I'm filling in for their click rig. We have like a combo hybrid rig going on. It's a little crappy and messy. If you guys want, I'd be more than happy to show you my click rig and how I've set that up on previous tours and things like that. That's like a whole video on its own, but if you want, leave a comment and I'll more than happy get to that and show you guys how I've run backtracks, click tracks, or in-ear mixes for bands. Alright, so now for my snare. If you're familiar with SJC drums or the NAMM show out in California, you might have actually seen something similar to this drum. So if I can just show you. So this is a SJC Snare. It's a 14x8. It's an absolute cannon. You hit it, this thing literally blows up. It's awesome. Sounds like you're getting punched in the chest every time I hit it. And that's what I love about big rock stuff. So, yeah, the unique thing about this snare drum is that, as you can see, this is my air hole, and I have two of them. There's one on the other side as well. And if you flip the drum upside down, you'll see this big tube along the inside. SJC built a snare like this with the tube inside of it, except it was in an acrylic drum shell, so you can see the tube and everything, and it was really beautiful. It was a beautiful looking snare. I saw that, and I loved the way it sounded, and I asked them to build me one in a wood shell. And they were like, well, it's never been done before, but we're going to try it. So I said, right on, let's do it. So inside this tube, there's 3 little holes, and when I hit the snare, the air goes through there and out the big holes. And that's what's unique about it. Every time I show a drummer this snare, they're blown away, and they look at me like it's kind of wacky, but then they actually hear it when I'm playing or whatever, and they want one immediately. That's what's really cool about SJC. I got this snare, I think I got the snare 3 years ago, and at the time, or even still now, I'm really a nobody, you know, in the, like, I'm not like a big drummer by any means. I don't have like millions of views or followers or things like that, but they took the time to build something that they've never built before for someone like me, and that just goes to show what kind of company they are. Even when I joined them, my band was making very small moves. We were playing some small festivals or whatever. We played Bamboozle and Warped Tour, and we were doing some small DIY runs or whatever. But we were nobody big, and they fabricated this whole kit for me to every little speck of mine. And they treat me really well, and they've always treated me really well. And that is a plug for SJC. I'm not going to try and deny it. I stand by their kits, and I will always buy them. And hopefully, as long as my music career takes me, I will always be backing SJC products and going forward. So I highly recommend you check SJC drums out. They're from Massachusetts. They make great quality kits, and I think even now they're doing production line kits, so you can get kits really fast. It doesn't have to be a custom, you know, super thought out kit. You can just get an awesome kit like right out of the line, and it still sounds better than any kit you'll get at Guitar Center or Sam Ash or whatever. So yeah, this is my kit, and I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. If you have any questions or want to know more about it or anything at all about SJC or about my music or anything, feel free to drop a comment or a message or an email. I'm more than happy to talk to you, and let's hang out. So enjoy. Peace.